of you, myself, Ms. Chetna Piyahade, faculty of Rajarshi Shahu Mahavidyalaya Latur, delivering my first video lecture in the period of lockdown. I am delivering this lecture for the subject Information Technology for Standard 12th. So let us start with this first slide. This slide is a welcome slide. All of the students are welcome here. So we are going to teach the first chapter of this syllabus. So the chapter name is Advanced Web Designing. Okay. We are using HTML, that is hypertext markup language. This language with different versions supporting different features. In 11th standard we have studied HTML. What is HTML? Okay. HTML is currently used because HTML5 is currently used because it supports mobile technology. Mobile वरूनही आपण use करू शकतो. The common browsers are, these are the some type of browsers. Number 1 is Google Chrome, number 2 is Mozilla Firefox, number 3 Microsoft Edge, number 4 Safari, and number 5 Opera, which is developed by Apple company and supports the features of HTML5. Forms in HTML5. Forms, we have to create or we have to give the input data to server is called as form. In standard 11th we studied different controls related to the form, like number 1, the first control is text control, number 2 is radio box, number 3 checkbox, number 4 submit button, number 5 reset, number 6 select, and last one is text area tag. So these controls are used to collect different kinds of user inputs such as, okay, contact details, name, address, single or multiple options from group of options, as well as clearing and submitting data, etc. Means in this form we have to give all these fields related to, such as we have given example as contact numbers, our name, first name, last name, middle name, etc., etc. And the address, it is having multiple lines. So here we have written address, single or multiple options. Advanced input element tags. Now we are studying in this year the advanced input element tags in HTML5. HTML5 introduces a number of new input tags. These input tags are as follows. So in the left hand side we are having the input type, and in the right hand side we are having the description. So the first input type is equal to, this input tag is given in this syntax as it is enclosed in the angle brackets, input type. This is the proper syntax, equal to sign, and whatever we have to give is enclosed in the quotation marks. So the first input type is equal to color, defines a color picker, means if we want to choose any color from this we can select. So second is input type is equal to number, okay, defines a field for entering a number. So 1, 2, 3, etc. we can define the numbers. Number 3, input type is equal to URL. The long form of URL is Uniform Resource Locator, defines a field for entering URL. Input type is equal to image. If we have to insert any image in this, so we can use this type of format. Input type is equal to image, defines an image as a submit button, means it acts as a submit button, or the image itself works as a submit button. Number 5 is input type is equal to date. If we have to give date, so this option is there, defines a date picker with year, month and day, okay. MMDDYY format generally we are seeing in this computer type, but here we are having year, month and day. So the next input type is equal to email. In this we have to write our email address or email ID. So it defines a field. It defines a field for an email address. Number 7, input type is equal to month, defines a month and year control in the format y and means, for example, now we are having the year 2020, year and month is May, so that is we can write it as 2020-05. Okay. Input type is equal to range. We have to give the range, defines a range control, means the default range is 0 to 100. Okay. So in this HTML5 or input advanced tags, we are having the range valid from 0 to 100. So next, it is having the next input type is equal to date time local. So what is the meaning of this date time local? Here it is given in the description, defines a date picker that includes the year, month, day and time with a time. In Word we are having the format such type, so in HTML now it is included in this type only. Okay. So the next type is input type is equal to time. Okay, defines a control for entering time. If you have to enter some time, so we have to enter by using this type of format. So next, input type is equal to week. Okay, defines a week and year control. Okay, which week we are having or which year we are having, we have to describe here. Input type is equal to search. Okay, if we have to search something, defines a text field for entering a search string like a site search or Google search. Means what we have to search, we can write here in this type of format. Okay. Now the next input type is equal to file. Defines a file select field and a browse button for file upload. Means if we have to upload a file, we have to use this type of syntax. Okay, input type is equal to file. Okay, and the last type is input type is equal to tell. In this we are used to define input fields that should contain a telephone number. So nowadays we are not even using telephone numbers, so it may have some mobile numbers. So all these are the type of input fields. Okay. So next point is input restriction. Okay, what restrictions are given to these inputs are summarized here. A list of common input restriction is given below and a few may be used for validation purpose. Okay, for validity. What is the meaning of validity? It is in the form of say expiry date or having the year. So here it is given in the form of many attributes and description. So first attribute here is said as disabled. We have two types, enabled and disabled. Okay, so disabled, what is the meaning of disabled? Specifies that an input field should be disabled. Okay, input field we have to set its attribute as disabled. Next field is max, specifies that the maximum value for an input field. Okay, max means maximum value. We have to give the maximum value for the input field. For example, suppose we are having name. So first name, it is not exceed more than 15 characters or 10 characters, such is the example of max. Then third field is min. Okay, min is minimum, specifies that the minimum value for the input field. Means minimum means, for example, if we are using the initials, we are having 3 letters, so that is the minimum value. And next field is pattern. Okay, specifies a regular expression to check the input values. Okay, in which pattern we are giving. For example, there are 2 or 3 types of formats for giving name. We can give it as first name, middle name, last name, or we can give it last name first, then first name and then middle name. So this pattern is used for the expression, regular expression to check the input values. Next field is read only. We are having this read only attribute. to only read. The meaning itself shows that we have to read only, we cannot change the contents. So the description we are having specifies that an input field is read only and cannot be changed. Okay. So next, the attribute is placeholder. Actually, the meaning of placeholder is it acts as a temporary label showing the purpose of a text field without requiring the label tag. Okay, mean where we are placing the file, temporary where we are placing the file is also called as the placeholder. And next field is, or next attribute is required. Okay, specifies that an input field is required. Okay, so in email ID or in many forms we are having some options. Mandatory means compulsory. So this field or this attribute is called as required, means which fields we are having importance is called as required, or it may be marked as a red color asterisk. Then next attribute is autocomplete, means auto means automatically, specifies whether a form or input field should have autocomplete. It is given in the form on or off. We can set this toggle button as on or off, means if we have to complete it by autocomplete, set it on, and if we don't have, so set it off. Then the next attribute is autofocus. Again, the meaning of auto is automatic. The description we have specifies that the input field should automatically get focus when the page loads, means when we are using this it is focused automatically. Okay, the next attribute is height and width. Okay, specifies the height and width of an input type is equal to image, means image we are having the height and width also, we have to specify the height and width of the image. And the next option is multiple. Okay, specifies that the user is allowed to enter more than having the next topic as some other useful attributes used with input are. So with these input tags we are using some other attributes or some additional attributes, such as number 1, it is called as ID. It is identification. This is to identify the HTML element uniquely through the document object model, means we are having the name as unique, roll number as unique. So this ID is to identify the HTML element uniquely. The second input type attribute is class. So it is used to apply CSS. The long form of CSS is cascading style sheet to the individual input elements. So example is, so here we are having the first program related to HTML5. So as we have discussed in 11th standard, we are having this type HTML document type HTML. So we are enclosing this in the tags. So the first tag is HTML, it is starting tag. So the next to this is the header tag, next to this is the title tag. In this we are having the description related to the program. In this we are having the title forms in HTML5, and we are closing this tag with the end tag /title. Again we are closing this header tag with /head, and now we are using to actually describe the body tag. In this body tag we are having the form. Okay, so form name input type is equal to text. We are having the name in the type input type text. Autocomplete break, this tag is used for break, means we are having a 2-line break. So email, so I am using here only the 3 fields. Okay, name, email and date of inception, means birthday. Okay, your date of birth or birthday. So email, so we have heard about, or we have seen that what input type or what input type address is given, or the syntax for email ID. Input type is equal to email, name is equal to email. Again we are using the break tag. So date of inception, input type is equal to date, name, birthday. Okay, we are using the shortcut here. Again we are having the break tags. Okay, and then we have this form tag we have started here, so this form tag is ended here, and lastly we are closing the body tag. Okay, and at the end of the program we are having the /HTML tag, or the ending tag of this program. So I will show further the output of the program. Once a minute. As we have seen this example, the output of this example is of this type. We have selected the 3 fields as name, email and date of inception. So here is the text box in front of this, so the user can put his or her name here, email ID here, and the date of inception means date of birth here. So students, you can practice this type of programs. I have given only the 3 fields here. In the textbook you are having much more fields in this, so you can do much more practice in these programs. So for time consuming or for time factor, I have used only these 3 fields. Okay. Point is meta tag. The meta tag is a tag in HTML that describes some aspects of contents of a web page. The HTML meta tag is used by search engines. Okay, Google, Alta Vista is a such type of search engines we are using to search information. This is empty tag. What is the meaning of empty tag? Means we are not having the end tag to this, which carries information within its attributes. The meta tag is placed between head and /head tags. Okay, you have to remember that this tag or this meta tag is placed or is included in between the head and /head tag. Metadata will not displayed on the web page. Okay, this metadata will not be displayed on the web page. Attributes of meta tag: attribute, values and description. We are having these 3 columns for this type of metadata tag. Number 1 is name. The value of the name attribute can be any of the following. Okay, so what are the name attributes? Here giving in the 3 types. Number 1, author. So it is an example of a book. So a book is having an author, a description point, keywords and a copyright act. Okay, so the name attributes is having this following values: number 1 author, number 2 description, number 3 keywords and number 4 copyright. In description part specifies the name of the metadata like the author, keywords or description. Means a book can have these 4 type of values or keywords. Okay, so next attribute is content. It can have any textual matter related to the name, as in example refer program. So I will show the next program here to give the example of this content. Okay, means in the next program we are seeing that we are giving the name of the book, author and all the related contents in these fields. Okay, here the content of the author is Bal Bharti. Means under this heading or under this author book content we are having these values. Here the value of content attribute specifies name of the topic, advanced web designing and so on. We are having the first chapter name here. So we are having the content attributes as a name, advanced web designing, and the number 3rd is char set UTF-8. The long form of UTF is Unicode Transformation Format 8 and Big 5. example meta char set. What is the meaning of char set? Character set, okay, is equal to UTF-8, and meta char set is equal to big 5 specifies the character encoding using the used by the document. This is called a character encoding declaration, okay, means what we are giving, we have to give in this type of format. So the UTF-8 is used for Indian characters, okay. So what is the use of UTF-8? We have to give this, even we can write Marathi in this font, okay. So UTF-8 is mostly used for Indian characters and big 5 is for Chinese characters. So again here we are having one attribute, but it is not copied, okay, properly. So I will explain it in the another lecture. So here I am giving a program related to this example or this content refer. So 1 minute, I will type this program. I have typed the program, example of contents program here. It is also given in the book. So we have typed all this program. So here we have, as we have seen, that the meta tag is enclosed between head and /head tag. So this meta tag 4 lines we have given in this program. So first is meta name is equal to authors, content is equal to Bal Bharti, means the name, book name is Bal Bharti or author's name is Bal Bharti. Second, meta name is equal to description, content is equal to advanced web designing. Under this Bal Bharti publication we are having the content of this book, advanced web designing. The third line is meta name is equal to keywords. Which keywords? The keywords are the words which are predefined or already known to the authors or the books is called as keywords. So content is equal to HTML5, we are using HTML5, learn HTML5, list in HTML5, okay. So these are hidden parts in the program or in the output. We cannot see these type of metadata names. So we close the tag, head tag here, and we are going to write the body tag. In this body tag we have written only the one line or one sentence in paragraph tag, welcome to HTML5, and this paragraph tag is closed, and again we are closing the body tag, okay. We have not given the, we have given the body tag here, and lastly we are closing the program by using the /HTML. So we will see what is the output of this program. If this browser does not support, we will not get the output, but if we get the output, we are not seeing the lines which are given in the meta names, okay. So firstly I am saving this file. So save this file in, for example, desktop. So name this as, I am giving my initial as CPA, as we all of know that the HTML files are saved with the extension .html. So this file I have put it on the desktop. So here it is the file. So you are seeing the output as only we have written whatever in the paragraph tag as the output, welcome to HTML5. All the metadata tag lines are hidden in this program. So here we will stop our lecture. We will continue the next session in the next lecture.